So I thought this week I'd introduce a few different kinds of strumming techniques, fingerstyle strumming techniques that I use when I'm playing the guitar. So I thought I'd bring the acoustic guitar out this week and show you them. Okay, so the basic technique that I see a lot of people using is this one. It's a downstroke with the backs of the fingers and an upstroke with the thumb. And a lot of people use that very successfully. Me personally, I prefer to play just with my fingers like this. So it's much more an extension of the knuckles rather than a rotation of the wrist. And I find that when I do that, I have much more accuracy in my strumming than I do when I'm rotating the wrist. And the other thing it does is it keeps my thumb relatively stable as well, which means that I can start to bring out bass lines with my thumb while I'm strumming with my fingers. A bit like that. Now the thumb, I do use the thumb, but I like to use it for emphasis. And again, it's very much a flamenco type technique, and what I do is I'll point my thumb straight into the guitar and I'm pushing into the strings as I'm strumming across, and I'm using my thumbnail as well, and you get this kind of a sound. So it's much more powerful than I get from my fingers. So talking about flamenco techniques, the classic one that I use if I want to start to introduce that kind of Spanish sound is this one. Which is, it just uses the fingers again. It's basically a movement where I'm strumming with my third finger, then second, then first. And I like to keep that separation between the strums, so it sounds like. So you get that ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da kind of sound. The other technique that I use if I'm wanting to get this kind of Spanish sound is this one. Let me show you. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing with my third finger, a downstroke, then my first finger, downstroke, and then an upstroke with my thumb. And that lets me create that kind of sustained strumming sound. And I guess sidestepping flamenco for a moment, the final technique that I'll use a lot, especially with distorted guitar, is palm muting. For this, I'll use my index finger as a pick here and get that kind of sound out of it. So that's it, short and sweet this week, but I thought that'd be useful for you. Have fun with them, and we'll speak next time. Goodbye.